Welcome to my channel. My name is Stache and today I'm going to make the most scrumptious, the most audacious barbecue chicken pizza you've ever had. And all you have to do is follow along and you are going to be amazed at how wonderful it is. Take the dough. I already have the dough stretched out on the old tabletop over here. It's floured. I'm going to put a little bit more flour on it because this is, and just kind of massage it in there. Just give it a once over. There you go. I'm going to take the rolling pin and you're going to want to look for the thickness of the dough. Keep pushing it out. See over here, I got it a little bit too thin here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick it up like this. And I'm going to move it around, just like that, until you get it to the size that you want. Now this is not going to be round. It's not going to look like a pizza that you got at the pizzeria. Sorry, but that's the beauty of it. I like the kind of rustic feel for it. There we go. Look at that. Looks beautiful. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more on here. I'm going to just kind of shake it a little bit. Do you notice how it moves? There we go. Okay, now, little secret here. To get this on to the cooking area, just roll it onto your rolling pin and then just roll it right off and then just kind of move it into place here. Now, it's a little bit long. So we can do this, but you know what I'm going to do? This is simple. I'm just going to cut a little piece off of here so it fits. Just that simple. Well, come on. You can come off. There we go. We did it. Okay? Look at that. Oh, that could be a little prettier there. Okay, now what we're going to do, excuse me. We're going to bake this, but prior to baking it, I'm going to put olive oil on it. And I'm just going to rub it all around. This hydrates it, keeps it nice and wonderful, but it also helps bake in the oven. And we're just going to keep doing this. I need a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Now also, I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to put some holes in it. If I don't do what I'm about ready to do here, if I don't do this, what's going to happen is it's going to puff up and it's going to have a bunch of bubbles in it and the bubbles are going to bake into the dough. So what I'm doing here is just pricking it. There we go. And that's going to stop it from inflating. Now, when I'm done with this, I'm going to put it into a preheated oven at 375 degrees. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is, if I don't pre-bake it just a little bit, I'm not cooking it all the way through. I'm cooking it maybe halfway. And this will allow the dough to firm up. And it looks wonderful, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it right now and I'm going to put it into the oven and it's going to take maybe 10-15 minutes. We have to watch it, so we're just going to continue to watch it, okay? Here we go. Putting it into the oven. There we go. Okay, next what we're going to do is, don't need the olive oil. We have the red pepper and we're going to take probably 2 onions, 2 brown onions, and I'm just going to cut them up, and we're going to saute these. Gosh, doesn't want to come off. I usually look for there we go, the first layer. I just take it off all together. There's 1, 2, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just cut them. Now, highly recommend you be really careful here because you're going to end up cutting your finger if you're not watching what you're doing. That's why I can't speak very well. And I'm going to go on to the next onion. Do the exact same thing. There we go. We're going to take that first layer off. I'm sure you've done this before. It's really, really easy. It can be a little burdensome, or the onions can be really strong, and then your eyes are just watering like there's no tomorrow. But here we go. Now, when I saute, I always put the onions in sooner than I do the bell pepper. So I'm going to take the onions. Woo! They're getting my eyes! Okay, we're going to put it into the olive oil here. There. A little on the floor. No big deal. There we go. And, oh, I got a little skin on there. We'll get that out. Okay, there we go. Now what I do like to do is I like to salt and pepper. I always keep my salt and pepper in containers like this so I can reach it. And this is kosher salt. I like to season everything as we go along. This is ground pepper, but I didn't grind it myself. There we go. There we go. Now we're just going to let this reduce down. It's going to reduce down probably for 5 minutes or so, somewhere around there. Occasionally we're going to just move it around a little bit. Just do this. There we go. Now let's go back over and I'm going to cut up the red bell pepper. And we're going to put it in here too. Okay? So clean the surfaces off a little bit here. And just a red bell pepper. I don't know why they put these things on here. These little things. But anyway, I know what they're used for. I just don't like them. They're annoying. Take the rib out and the seeds. You can see there. Just remove it. There are a few seeds in there. Those won't hurt anything. Just do this whole thing just like this. And then what I do, I take the knife. By the way, get a good knife. If you don't have good knives, get a good knife. It makes all the difference in the world. And if you notice when I'm doing it, I'm doing the tip down. I'm coming in with the tip like that. There we go. There we go. Now, we're going to wait a few minutes because I don't want these overcooked. We're going to wait a few minutes and then I'm going to put it with the onions and then we're just going to let it reduce down. Okay? When we're done with that, we're going to set it off to the side and we're going to move on to the next step. And the next step is, it's a barbecue chicken pizza, so what are we going to have? Chicken. And I'm going to show you what I do. Okay? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm taking the red bell peppers and I'm going to put them into the saute pan. So here we go. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that amazing? Put it in there. Like I said before, they seem to cook much faster than the onions. I want to reduce them down. And one other thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to put brown sugar in here. A little bit of brown sugar is so wonderful, but I need to get it. I have brown sugar here. It's probably about 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar. All we're going to do is just put that in there. And brown sugar has molasses in it. This is light brown sugar. You can get dark. I prefer the light. It's just a little bit more, it's not quite as syrupy tasting like pancake syrup. We're going to put that in there and we're just going to let this cook down. That's all we need to do. Now you can do other things too. You can put hot red peppers in here if you want to. It depends upon how hot you like things. I'm not really wild about really hot things. I do like it spicy, but not necessarily hot. So that's all we're going to do. Just let it reduce down for now. And then the next step is the chicken. Obviously it's a barbecue chicken pizza. So I'm going to make it barbecue on the chicken. Let me get my chicken out. Okay, I've already taken the liberty to do this with the chicken. And it's shredded chicken. I bought this, it was a pre-roasted chicken. And all I did was cut the chicken breasts off. And now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the barbecue sauce on it. So, barbecue sauce. Now, by the way, choose whichever barbecue sauce you want. I have a favorite, but everybody has a favorite. You could also make your own. It's up to you. But I like to put it in here, and then I like to get it really nice and wonderful. There we go. And just mix it in. You know, I may need even more. This is quite a bit. This is just 2 chicken breasts, but look at this. It's amazing, isn't it? There we go. You know, I think I'm going to forget the tongs, and I'm going to use my hands. My hands are clean, though, so don't worry about that. And in a second, I need to check that pizza dough, too, to make sure that it tastes good. Now, additionally, I do put more barbecue sauce on here, but I don't want to make it goopy. You know, that's not going to be fun either. Okay? So there we go. Got that done. Need to wash my hands a little bit. There we go. Now I'm going to check on the pizza dough and see how that's coming. Ooh, that's looking pretty good. Let's show this to the camera. Notice there's still some bubbles here, but they're not nearly as big and all over the pizza that they would be. And it's still tender, but it's partially cooked, okay? And I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave that alone for right now. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of clean everything off here. Now, obviously, we need cheese. The chicken absorbed a lot of the barbecue sauce, so I'm gonna put some more barbecue sauce on it. You need to judge it based on how much flavor of the barbecue sauce you like in it. This looks a little bit undernourished for me, so I'm going to take a little bit. Well, that's a lot of it. And we're just going to mix it in there. I kind of like that, you know, wonderful look. Makes you want to pick it up and eat it. That look, I love that. So this is much better, okay? We got that all taken care of. We're going to set that aside. Next step, what we're going to do here is we're going to put the barbecue sauce on the pizza itself. So what we're doing is we're now building the pizza. So you can put on what you want to put. This is what I put on. So I have what I have over here are my onions and bell peppers. They're sauteing, and I do need to just kind of stir them a little bit. And I think I need to turn the flame up just a little bit underneath and let those reduce down. I'm going to put those on here too. But right now, I'm going to take the sauce and I'm going to brush it all over this pizza dough. Now remember, the pizza dough is not fully cooked. So when it goes back into the oven with all the ingredients on top of it, it's going to finish doing its baking. So once again on this, put on whatever you like, the amount, and your choice. But, I mean, you can put another sauce on here, but I found that this one, through trial and error, this is the best sauce to put on here is the barbecue sauce. There we go. Pretty much have her coated. We got a little areas over here. Get the edges. Tack down those edges. Okay. There we go. Next step, I have 2 cheeses here. I have mozzarella cheese and I have Parmesan cheese. I bought each one of these at the store. They were pre-grated for me, so I didn't have to do anything. However, if you have a food processor, you can also do this yourself, depending upon what you want to do. What I'm going to do here now is I'm going to coat this layer with mozzarella cheese. Now, I love it gooey. I don't know, but this cheese all over the place is just wonderful. Here we go. Look at this. We're going to kind of push it around, get this in here, and you just keep building this. There we go. Now I like to put a little Parmesan cheese here, and then I end up put Parmesan cheese on towards the end too. You're going to see how I do this, but it's really simple. Okay? Next, I'm going to put on some Parmesan cheese. Once again, we're building layers. It's very important to build the layers here of flavor. And this is so simple. And I guarantee you, at a pizza shop, you're not going to get all this wonderfulness there. But you will get it at home because you're putting it in. And it's a lot more economical, I think, because you're getting a lot of food. The next step here is we're going to put the chicken and the sauteed vegetables. I'm going to look over here. Let me see. I'm going to show you. Here we go. The vegetables, don't they look wonderful? Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the vegetables, set it down over here. Need to get, thank goodness I have a lot of tongs. I have tongs and tongs and tongs. I have tons of tongs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting these vegetables on the pizza. Just, oh, God, it looks so good. I can't help myself, but my mouth just starts watering. Oh, so wonderful. You're going to find out it's the same thing for you too. And it's really simple. And there are different ways of building layer on here too. Another thing I do, I know people die when I tell them what I do. I'm not going to do it this time. I'm going to show you another time how I make my guacamole. But I love barbecue chicken pizza and guacamole. It is amazing. And I've never seen it done before. There we go. Just like this. Oh, gosh. Oh, makes me so hungry. There we go. Whoops. Tongs locked up on me. There we go. Now look at that. So I spread it all around. Looks amazing. Like that. Next step, what we're going to do. Remember the chicken? Here we go. Just take the chicken. Now, where would you go? Which pizzeria are you going to go to and find this much chicken, barbecue chicken, all over your pizza? You're not going to find it. They're not going to give it. It's too expensive for a restaurant to do this for everybody. And I just keep layering it. This wants to stick together a little bit. There we go. You know, once again, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my fingers. It works out better. Just dig in. Oh, it makes me so hungry. You know, it probably doesn't help that I haven't really eaten today at all, but, you know, look. I have so much chicken, I don't even know if I can use all this chicken on here, but it looks really amazing. Okay? So, remember, I have the pizza dough that I slightly baked. Then I put barbecue sauce on it. And then I put on the mozzarella cheese, the sauteed vegetables, and now the chicken. All we have to do in there. Let's see. How much more? A little space over there, and a little space over here. Okay. Oh, there's a little space over. You know what? I'm going to use it all. Why not? You only live once. All this wonderful protein. Now there is another way of doing this too. You can bake your own chicken breasts. Get a couple boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Just put it on a sheet pan like this one here. Put olive oil on it, salt and pepper. Put it in the oven at 375 degrees for about 20 minutes, right in that range. And then bake it for that time. Take it out of the oven and let it cool down. With 2 forks, you're just going to pull it apart, shred it. You see how this is? This is shredded chicken. And look at all the layers it has. And it absorbs and it catches all of that wonderful barbecue sauce. Okay, here we are. Give me a second. I have to wash my hands off a little bit because they're kind of gooey. So give me a second. Okay. Now, I don't know. I kind of like it a little gooey, tasting wonderful. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take just a little bit of mozzarella cheese. There we go. Because this is all going to melt down and it's going to be muy bueno. I don't know how to speak any Italian, so you're just get a little Spanish here. Okay? Oh, why not? Let's just use it all. How's it going to hurt? Okay, we got that. And then the grated Parmesan cheese. Now, I like Parmigiano no, I can't remember what it's called. Reggiano Parmigiano cheese. I'm going to put it on here. Look at this. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now you know what we're ready for? We're ready to put it in the oven. You ready? So I'm going to walk over here. I'm going to put it into the oven. It's preheated. Remember, it was on since I baked the dough a little bit earlier. And I'm going to put it into the oven. It's 375 degrees. Don't really have a time on it, but it's going to be at least 15 minutes. And you're going to want to watch it because remember, everything here is cooked. We just want the cheese to melt really well and firm up the crust. Okay? So here we go. We're taking it. We're put it into the oven. Oh. There we go. And now we wait. Okay, it's time. We're going to check the pizza. Hopefully it's done. And if it is, it's coming out and we're going to consume it. But you know what? When we consume it, that's another video. And I'm going to have you go and look at that video. By the way, if you like this video, do me a favor, would you please? And do yourself a favor. Subscribe. That's all you need to do. And I will put the ingredients that I used in the pizza in the description box below. Okay? I think it's a fair deal. Here we go. I'm going to check the pizza. Oh, now it's been in here. Oh my gosh, look at that. What do you think? I think it looks amazing. Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to take it over here. Here we go. And we're going to put it right here on the countertop. I'm going to close the oven, so bear with me for a second. I'm going to shut it off too, because quite honestly, it's getting hot in here. And you know what they say about that? If you can't stand the heat in the kitchen, you got to get out. Well, I don't want to get out, but look at this pizza. This is amazing. Barbecue chicken pizza. That's simple.